Good morning, folks. Good afternoon. I have my coffee cup. It's not breakfast with Louie. I haven't been able to do breakfast with Louie because it's his fault. Yes, it's your fault. Everything is your fault. Just kidding, folks. I haven't been able to do breakfast with Louie because I'm busy. It's hard to do it when you're busy. You don't have enough time. There's only so many hours in a day. When those hours are exhausted, done, kaput, ended, no more, it's hard to get extra. And then the next day, the same thing happens. So I haven't been able to do breakfast with Louie. I haven't been able to do... Well, Louie answers your questions. I've been waiting for a video with a good amount of good questions. I haven't found one. Not to say that how's my hair, by the way? Okay, yeah. Not to say that your questions are not important. A lot of questions are repetitive and this and that. And it's okay. If you repeat your comments, it's fine. I love all comments. But it's also a time thing, you know. When there's not enough time, there's not enough time. And even today is going to be Sunday. Yes, Sunday. And I'm waiting on him to produce my weekly video. And he's like, are you even doing anything? You are? Then stop looking at me. Keep cracking that. Keep going. Is it going to be done today? Maybe? No? He doesn't know, folks. So it may not be done today. Who knows? Maybe done next week. Eventually it'll be done. But so this is not breakfast with Louie. This is just me trying to encourage him to get the video finished. Until then, I'm here filling the gap. There are gaps, folks, and when there's gaps, I step in and I fill in the gap because I am the star of the show, folks. And as the star, how's my shirt look? Okay. And my hair too? Okay. As the star of the show, I do everything. Except the editing and the filming. I don't do that stuff. He does. So if the video doesn't come out today, it's his fault. Don't blame me. Blame him. But anyway, I thought I would come in and fill in for a bit and talk about stuff, because I always have stuff to talk about. There's never a shortage of stuff. What was I going to talk about today? I forgot. You remember? You don't remember? Doesn't remember. I don't have a script. Oh yeah, I remember. I never forgot. But you thought I did. Anyway. A lot of folks talk, they've been talking for months about my flag. Let's talk about the flag. My flag is ragged this, my flag is ragged that. My flag is ragged over there, my flag is ragged over here. My flag went ragged there and came ragged here. My flag is rather ragged. So it is ragged. It is coming to an end. But here's something you have to understand. I'm going to replace the flag when I want to replace the flag. Not because you are telling me to replace the flag. You don't know if my videos are a week old or a month behind or 3 weeks. 2 weeks. You don't know that. So you telling me I should do something now that maybe I already did a month away from that time that you talked about? Because if the video is a month delayed, 4 weeks delayed, let's say, then what you're saying now has no bearing on what's happening in my present, because you're seeing what happened a month in my past. So, and aside from that, even if my videos were just a day behind or whatever, I'm not going to do anything just because any of you say I should do it. I'm going to do it when I feel like I should do it. And when I'm ready to get a new flag, I will get a new flag. You know, I driven by a lot of government buildings, and they have ragged flags on top of their masts. Not saying that it's right, but they have it. When troops go to war and they have the flag, with them, sometimes the flag gets torn up and ragged, and the flag still waves high. And, they're not going to replace it just because the flag is torn and falling apart. They still wave it high because it's still the American flag. Moreover, I want to say that I do not love the American flag. This is probably going to come as a shock to some of you. I do not love the American flag. I don't even love the United States. Another shock to many of you. Ooh. But I don't understand. I've seen your videos. I've read your comments. I've listened to what you've said. True, you have. But here's the thing. Let me give you an example from the Bible. When Jesus was talking to Paul, not talking to Paul, talking to Peter, it starts with a P. Paul, Peter, they probably look the same. They were probably twins. Just kidding. When Jesus was talking to Peter, you remember that? After Jesus had betrayed, after Paul had betrayed Jesus. Was it? Was it after? No, you know what? It might have been before. Oh, darn it. I should have read the passage again before I started talking. But anyway, the point is, Peter, Paul, yes. I'm stuck. I don't want to go look it up, but you can look it up because you can pause the video and you can look it up. Right now I'm stubborn. Just because you're sitting there and you're going, go look it up. I am not going to look it up. But I know Jesus was talking to Paul. And Jesus said to Paul, do you remember that? Paul, do you love me? You know that I love you, Lord. Paul, do you love me? Lord, you know that I love you. Paul, do you love me? You know that I love you. See, in English, it doesn't make much sense. Jesus is asking him 3 times, do you love me? But in Greek, makes sense. Because in some Bibles, many Bibles, it is translated as love. As English doesn't have really a distinction between loving somebody that you love and loving somebody that you like. Like you say, I love you to your parents. You say, I love you to your kids. You say, I love you to your wife or girlfriend. There's no distinction. But in Greek, in which the New Testament was written in, Koine Greek, there is. So when Jesus first said to Paul, the first 2 times, and this is where I should have read the passage, and I should have read it in the Greek, because now I'm stuck. I am really stuck. But anyway, the point is, I'm not going to expand on that verse much because I should have read it beforehand. And I did. So I'm bad. My bad. But the point is that some of the love that Jesus was referring to, it was the phileo love. Paul, do you phileo me? Phileo, where you get the word Philadelphia from, means brotherly love. So phileo means love, but it's like a brotherly love. You know, you have a friend that you really love, phileo. The Bible also has eros love, like erotic. That's where you get that word from. But then there's another word for love, agape, and that's a godly love. So there is a difference. So I do like the flag of the United States. I don't think there's other flag as beautiful as the flag of the United States, regardless of how it was conceived and all the conspiracy theories behind that. I still love the flag of the United States. I love the country of the United States. I love I phileo the country of the United States. There's no other country I'd rather be in, living, having my life. I came here when I was 17, and I've never been back to Europe, and I love it here in a phileo kind of love. But why don't I godly love the flag in the United States? Because I don't really love it that way. I don't love it with a deep love, and no Christian should do that, because, you know, we are not of this planet. We are not of this world. We are not of this country. We are like sojourners. We are like travelers. We are traveling through here. Our final destination is not this planet. Eventually, we won't be on this planet. Eventually, there will be a new world, a new Jerusalem, a new heaven, a new earth. And our final destiny is not this planet. Because if you think about it, even if you don't believe that God created the universe, according to physics and according to scientists, one day the whole world will be destroyed by the sun when the sun explodes. The whole galaxy will come to an end. The whole universe will come to an end when all available energy begins to die down and eventually comes to an end. Energy itself, there's no more transfer of energy, and that's what creates things, creates stars, creates heat in planets that allows life to, in this planet, our planet. I believe life all exists here. So if you think I mean that there's life on other planets, I don't believe that. And I have reasons for that. I can go into why my reasons for that in another video, but this is not the point of this video. But we are just passing through here. So I do like the flag of the United States, and I wave it proudly, and I like this country. But I don't love it. I do not worship the flag of this country. So if the flag is a little bit torn up, so be it. I don't love the flag. I don't worship it. Just like I don't worship this country or any other country or any politician or dictator. When you are a follower of the Messiah, Yeshua, you don't love, you can't love these things. I don't love the flag. I like my van. I don't love my van. My van is a thing. It's a tool. It's a roof over my head. I like this mug. I don't love this mug. I mean, we have a habit of saying, oh, I love this mug. And I fall into that. I say that, but not with the meaning that I love this mug and this is all, this is it. This is it. One day this mug breaks and then what? I'm just going to be sad the rest of my life because the mug broke. I buy another one. I will be sad if my van breaks down one day and I can't use it anymore. But, I'll get another one. This is just a thing. Just like my phone is a thing. My computers are a thing. they're things. The clothes that we have are things. If we love the things more than we love God, then we don't love God. Do we need clothing? Sure. Otherwise, we're going to walk around naked. God clothed Adam and Eve when they realized that they were naked. So we do need clothing, and it gets cold. We need sweaters. We need. I don't want to get it because I'm going to move. Spielberger's over there behind the camera. He's telling me not to get my hoodie. I got my hoodie over here. We need hoodies. We need jackets. We need heat when it gets cold. But I don't love those things. I'm not in love with these things because in the end, do I like them? Yes, but there's a difference. There is a difference. I like them. I need them. I need jackets and hoodies and heat to stay warm when it gets cold. I need ventilation when it gets hotter. There's things that we need, but you don't have to necessarily to love them. This is all there is. We need money. It doesn't mean that we should worship money. And a lot of people, that's all they do. They worship money. They live to make more money. I want to make enough money to be okay. I work a certain amount of time during the year. I make a certain amount of money, and I'm okay for the rest of the year. And then I'll work a little bit more, But don't love the money. Don't go and love the flag because you think the flag is all to end all. Don't worship the flag. It's a piece of cloth. Yes, it represents the United States and represents all of us. But in the end, it's a piece of cloth. Don't worship it. You worship the flag, you're worshiping the wrong thing. Because in the end, I'm not from here. I'm just a traveler, not a traveling. I'm a traveling traveler who travels around. I'm a sojourner. There's another word that it's escaping me. It's under my tongue. I'm a nomad. That's also another word. I am a nomad. I've been a nomad for almost 10 years. Going on 9 years. Over 9 years. Yeah, maybe. No. Yes. 9 years. Just about. More or less. Give or take. So, yeah. It's just a thing, folks.